Very, very.
All right, now we're going to look through the Saturday archives once again as we celebrate 50 years of BBC South.
Hang on a minute. Is this the moment last week where you announced quite brazenly that you were about to give us some...
Brazenly, I think
well, I'm wondering what the information is. The personal information that you said you were going to disclose about yourself.
Don't get too excited about it. It's only a small bit.
It's nothing
no, not
particular.
too dramatic. Not too dramatic, yeah.
I've been getting excited all week.
Well, if you're a music lover, all right, there are literally hundreds of music festivals that you can enjoy today. I mean, there are so many that you can go to. I don't think you can get to them all nowadays.
No, okay.
But if we go back to the sort of late 60s and 1970, the Isle of Wight was the place to be for music fans. There was no other, really. And I've met up with two people who remember the excitement of the biggest festival of them all. This would have been the first view of the Isle of Wight for many music fans. In 1970, 600,000 music lovers landed here for the biggest festival of its kind in the UK ever. And I wasn't one of them. My dad said I was too young. I've come to the Dimbola Lodge at Freshwater, a mecca for festival fans, to meet Brian and Chris, who can say they were there in 1970. What was the first thing you saw when you arrived at the festival?
A naked man, actually. A naked man covered with paint. It was the saxophone player with Hawkwind.
It was 6 times the normal population of the island in the West Wight for 5-6 days.
We won't even go in the toilets. We won't even go there. I saw someone fall in, and then it's still engraved on my memory, that.
At the time, Chris was a TV repairman on the island, but the lure of the festival was just too much.
I asked my boss for a three weeks holiday, and he said, "No, you can have 2, Chris." I said, "Frank, you can poke your job. I'm off."
A self-proclaimed village idiot with a camera, Chris was unaware of how important his pictures would become.
I took, I don't know, 250, 300 photographs, I suppose, something like that. And I never once thought they would be of any historical interest or value at all. Honestly, I didn't. The best group up there for me were The Who. I stood behind Keith Moon through the whole set, and they did all of Tommy. The electrician's office was in the back corner of the stage, and Keith Moon came in one evening, and he actually said, "Would you like a drink?" So we, "Oh yeah, that'd be good, Keith." 2 minutes later, Moon comes back with a case of 24 lagers.
It was all about, we want this a free festival, and half the people there, if not more, were actually sitting free on the hill, and actually the sound was probably better on the hill and the view, because you're looking down, than actually me crammed in the back of the arena with a French couple kicking me in the back for about 2 days. You know?
It's home for who knows how many hippies, weirdies, beatniks, dropouts, and just plain old-fashioned pop fans who can't afford the £3.
They called this stretch here Desolation Row. Hundreds of fans lived in kind of makeshift tents all the way along here. It was kind of like a shanty town of the festival. This was the perimeter, and just over there was the main stage.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?
This is the godfather of all the festivals. This is what everything is based around. But really, if you can't remember it, you weren't there.
It's given me a lifelong love of rock music. So as an old man, I still go to all the festivals and all the clubs. So yeah, no, it definitely changed my life for the better.
Slips into the sea eventually.
And look at this. Might get a close-up of it for you. This is the photograph that Chris took. Chris Weston was just talking to. Can you spot yourself on there? I was going to say, yeah.
So the people at Raham's end have got half a chance. These ones coming in the screen now, but no one else.
Where's Wally? That's the thing, isn't it? 600,000 people. It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Incredible.
And if I said to you, how many were at the Glastonbury last year? Just to give you some idea.
250,000 maybe? I don't know.
About 180,000.
Goodness
So
me,
that
so
puts
that's
it in
3
context. So if
times
you
as-
lived on the Isle of Wight at that time,
Yeah.
you must have felt invaded.
What did he say? Hippies and beardies? they
Yes,
referred to,
I-
didn't
that
he?
was a very-
But you weren't there, that's
No,
right.
no, I wasn't. Hippies and beardies. No, I wasn't. Amazingly, I
Incredible.
wasn't. It's extraordinary. It's a great photo, isn't it?
It's a bit like one of those, if you went to a school where they did one of those
Yes,
lineups,
you
and if
could
you started
run.
at that end, you could run all the way around and get on
and
the
you could
other
be
end.
on the end there.
Well, if you're in there, write in and let us know, please.
And some people apparently went to the
You're in there.
festival and never left the island. Isn't that extraordinary? Now, next week, Daniel Glavin will be on the trail of a luxury Art Deco electric train which turned heads in the age of steam. The Brighton Bill ran between London and the coast until 1972, often with the rich and famous enjoying breakfast on board.
Can you tell me how you're enjoying your scrambled egg this morning?
I'm enjoying them very much, thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Lawrence.
So, Lawrence Olivier, look forward to seeing that next week.
You're rolling that so
I'm
carefully.
rolling this so
It's valuable,
carefully.
isn't it?
It